Hello. Trying to see if this is live. Let's see. I have YouTube up on another screen. See when it actually starts here. Still not up. Well, you want one of these? Yeah? Does Kane want one of these? This Kane's. Here we go. Oh, it looks like it's still going live. All right, we're live. As you can see, I've got Maverick and Kane here with me. Kane, come here. Kane, you want this one? Yeah. Okay. Well, good morning and welcome. For those who don't know me, I'm Alexa. This is Maverick. He doesn't really make very many appearances, and there's not much room, but Kane is up here as well. This is my 50th video, so I decided I was going to try something new and look at actually doing a live using the software on StreamYard to do it. It does or should have live chat open if people are here. Looks like I might have a couple people watching. And yeah, this whole channel was about doing new things. And hi, Tracy. I see you. That's pretty cool. This whole channel was about doing new stuff and facing some of my personal fears and going outside of my comfort zone. So doing this live is definitely outside of my comfort zone because it means I can't hit the little restart button and start over again. But this is my 50th video, not including my intros. And I thought it would be kind of good to not look at them, but just talk about a few of the ones that I have done in the past, some of the topics. So we'll start with one of the very earliest ones I did. And I put together these, they're called banners, so they should show up. I don't think you can click the link, so someone will have to tell me if you can click the link. I don't think you can. But one of the first videos I did was Promises, Promises, Words Have Power. And it was really talking about how we have to be careful of the words we say to ourselves and to others. And I was watching some of these last night and I saw how nervous and just ridiculously stiff and still I was in some of these earlier videos. This one is actually one I kind of think I mentioned to you this morning, maybe, Tracy. Your first thought is what you were taught. And this video is a really powerful one, at least for me. Hi, Joanne Fan. I'm glad you can make it. You comment a lot. So it was really nice of you to be able to make it today. I wasn't sure where you're located or what time zone you're in. I figured this is kind of hopefully a good enough time for people, but your first thought is what you were taught is really about our amygdala, and this is our fight or flight reflex. It's something that we've developed over time. Well, we evolved with as a way to protect ourselves. It reacts faster than our conscious mind can. And as children, we learn certain things and they become our autopilot. And again, this is one of my earliest videos, and I was looking at it and I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous and tight. So that's an interesting one. If you have any videos of mine that you like, please do go ahead and drop them in the chat. If you have questions about any of the videos I've done. A couple more. I think the adverse childhood experiences video was really an important one for me. I don't know how much of a thing that is for others. But I think once you understand what your challenges are and how you can move forwards, like to overcome them, life can become a little bit easier. And simply by acknowledging that certain things exist is, as I said, it's just really powerful. And then being able to pursue a course of action to move forward. So, and then a couple others were choosing disconnection, which was video 35, and 44 on parental estrangement. And I think I've mentioned it enough times, but I don't speak to my mother, and I haven't in 6.5 years. I'm also estranged from one of my siblings. I have 4 of them. And there's a lot in the press about, oh, millennials are ruining the normal family, and it's really not that. This stuff has been going on for decades. So I think that was a quick little look back at memory lane. The Premier League, we're going to jump topics now completely. You know how sometimes I have one topic and sometimes I split it up. I figured we'd cover a few on this video. The Premier League started on Friday, and my team played yesterday, and they did really badly. So that was really fun to get up to watch that, and them not do very well at all. I don't know why as sports fans we do this to ourselves, because like in any sport, there's really like a couple of teams that dominate, and then the other teams sort of fight for scraps. And yet we as fans keep coming back to it. Tracy, I know your sports team has had some success recently with our favorite Caitlin Clark. Do you follow the team she's on now in the WNBA? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Oh, I can take that down. There we go. Yeah. This is so funny because actually Tracy did send this to me this morning, but so did a few other people. Had posted it in groups I'm in. There's a snip going around of a guy on the Drew Barrymore show talking about how you're responsible for a human from the day you're born. And it's really this concept of you're a human and you're responsible for yourself. And I thought that it definitely is something I talk about on this channel. And, you know, being kind to yourself, and why I close my videos with that. When we talk about West Coast nice versus East Coast kind, I've done a video on that. I think it's called That's Not Nice, but it is kind. As parents, it's really kind. And as pet owners, it's kind to have rules and you keep them on those rules, and you do it so that they know what to expect from you and you know what to expect from them. And they're doing better now. They needed to meld as a team. Yeah, anytime you get new players, you definitely do have to have that time to get together. We have several new players, Everton this year, and unfortunately, I mean, we saw a lot of the same players on the pitch, and it was like, really would like to see more of those new ones. But to go back to the responsible for a human yourself and being kind to yourself, your job, our jobs, are to take care of ourselves. And we do that so that we can be the best version of ourselves in the world with the people that are, you know, around us. And someone else sent me something this morning about, it's not have you rested, you know, have you done enough to rest? It's have you rested enough to be that present in the, you know, in your interactions with other people, and to be your best self, and to be able to go out there and give to others. And so I think it was kind of funny that all of these things came up on my radar this morning, yesterday and this morning, when I was going to be on here and sort of talking about what I do on this channel and why I do it. how long is, oh, I've been going for 10 minutes. That's kind of crazy. It looks like we might have a few other people who jumped in. So hello, if you are watching, it's very nice to have you here. Let's see. Some of the things I've been doing, and I hope to share more of these on a future thing, is I'm going to do videos that are going to be on a playlist called Live Learn with Lexa. And I already put some on that. And then I also have another one that's more about the trauma, the videos that are more on trauma. So if you want to go to my channel and look at my playlists, I do have 2 of them up there now. Learn with Lexa is going to be whenever there's a topic. So, for example, I did look at industrial organizational psychology. I did one on the assistive brain tech implants, but it's also going to be things like learning StreamYard. Someone recently recommended I try Canva to do some of the graphics, and I used that at work a little bit, and I hadn't thought about it. So I was like, oh, that's actually something I could go and, sign up for a free account and work through. So I've been trying to up my graphic game. I'm definitely looking to do more like recorded videos where they're edited versus just a straight through. And so the Learn with Lexa playlist is going to be those where I'm trying to learn stuff and share as I'm learning it. And I think it's really important because we get to a certain point where we feel like we should be knowledgeable about things. But even today, if you've been in your job for like 5, 6, 7 years, whatever, you're probably really at the top of your game. And if you go and get a new job, you might be back at square one feeling like a novice, and that's okay. And we need to make it okay to be a novice and to be open to learning and open to making mistakes and open to, finding new things as we go along. So I wanted to share those, and I have already. Let's see. Have you ever heard someone say something along I think I can show these as I read them. Oh, okay. Have you ever heard someone say something along the lines of trying to strive for perfection rather than being perfect? I guess that came. So I think it really depends on what you personally see as the meaning of striving for perfection. I've moved away from perfect and perfection myself. I've moved to done is better than perfect because, and it's actually a Sheryl Sandberg quote from her book, Lean In. She was talking about this concept of when we want something to be perfect, we can sit there and continuously work on it and work on it and work on it, and we end up never finishing it because there's always something else that we want to do. And in life and in work, there's a point where it's done enough that you can, for example, at work, if you're doing a new project, you can roll it out. Like maybe you're implementing a new software, maybe you're, doing a new marketing project. It's to a point where it's done enough that you can get it out there and you can actually get feedback on it that will help you refine it in a better way than you could do by yourself. So this done is better than perfect. For me as a recovering perfectionist, which is definitely what I call myself, I have to be able to say, even at my house, if I'm trying to do chores, done is better than perfect, right? Like I might as well vacuum the floor even if I don't have time to dust, because the floor is the worst part. Dust is not as bad as, the cat fur and whatever that's on the floor. So just taking those things, like maybe you don't have time to do everything, but something being done is better than nothing. So I don't think it's bad to strive to increase how good something is, which would be striving for that perfection. I think that it's dangerous when you don't let yourself put something out there. And actually we had to kind of psych myself up over the past couple of weeks. I knew my 50th video was coming. I knew I wanted to do something different. I knew I wanted to learn more. And I was holding myself back because I was like, well, it's not going to be really good. It's going to be probably not that good at all. Like there's more I could do. There's more I could learn. There's more I could, make it better. and some gentle encouragement from a community I'm in. Just seeing other people put themselves out there as well really made me be like, this is the day. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna hopefully have some fun with it. So I hope that kind of answered a little bit. But let me know if there's any follow-up questions. And then I'm going to very gently encourage you again not to apologize all the time to me. You really don't have to. And I think I understand a little bit about where you're coming from, and I'm here for questions. I think that questions, when asked genuinely, are there to be answered, right? I think that when people are asking questions to antagonize or intentionally hurt, then that's kind of a problem. But I don't think that anything you've commented or asked me questions, you don't have anything to apologize. So, and full disclosure, I tell myself the exact same thing because I'm a recovering apologizer as well as a recovering perfectionist. Let's see. Don't strive to be noticed, strive to have your absence noticed. That's a good one, Tracy. I think we all wonder that. Do people even know I'm there, right? And then it's funny when, like, let's say you're at work and you're on a team and you do some tasks that nobody else does. It's funny when you're away and no one realized, and they're like, you get back and they're like, oh my gosh, we didn't know, and you did all this stuff, you didn't tell us. I think people notice when you're not there. I mean, I know your parents do. You were helping them for quite a while, and I think in a way your brothers do as well, because they've had to step up some more. And, there's a whole other conversation to have there with them. But, all right. We have been going. I thought I'd be done in like 5 minutes. I thought I'd be have nothing else to say, but we're almost at 20 minutes. So that's kind of exciting to me. This morning I was so nervous. This should probably be on the Learn with Lexa playlist eventually. But this morning I was so nervous. I was like, I'm going to go and curl my hair. And it's like a complete mess because I'm still learning how to do it. But, you got to start somewhere. And my hair is naturally wavy, but I think they call it balayage. So like it's a little darker underneath and then the highlights. So the curls help it stand out. But I need to get better because you can see right here, there's like a completely straight piece. I can't do it looking at that piece is so straight. Thank you. I do appreciate that, Joanne, man. It's definitely better than my first 2 attempts because they were like, I think this piece was literally sticking out over here the first day I tried to do it. And, but I'm still learning. So it's never too late to learn anything new. All right. It looked like everything went okay on the YouTube side, which is good. This is the first time I'm using StreamYard. And so I set it up on StreamYard, and then it did all the work on the YouTube side, which was really nice for me. So I might do a video on that for people who are looking to do a StreamYard, a channel with lives and stuff. All right, well, we're at about 20 minutes, which is what I normally have my videos at. And I appreciate you being here. I know we have had a few people pop in and out, but Tracy and Joanne Fan, thank you for being here. I appreciate the support. And I will be back on Wednesday, hopefully I keep saying this, but I do have some videos I want to edit and put together. And we're going to have to laugh at the attempts together because they're kind of there's a lot more for me to learn on those. So I will learn and I will share the journey, and I appreciate you being here. As always, thank you, and I will see you soon. Be kind to yourself.